Most of the outright racism I have experienced.
What do you think about Bulgarian women?
Hey.
Hi! Today we'll be asking a few questions about his experiences in Bulgaria. This is a retake of a video we took 6 years ago and we thought we'll revisit and see what he thinks now.
Sounds good to me.
So, how many times have you been to Bulgaria now?
I think I've been to Bulgaria about 8 or 9 times now, maybe 10. And it's been great.
So, what were your first impressions of Bulgaria?
I remember my first ever time in Bulgaria. It was just before New Year's, wasn't it?
Yes.
I don't remember the exact year, and I stayed in the Grand Hotel Sofia.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I thought it was a very nice place. It felt very Soviet Union-y.
Why?
I guess that was the only country I'd been to that was part of the Soviet bloc in the past.
Soviet bloc.
Yeah.
Soviet bloc is not the same as the Soviet Union, you know that, right?
Do you know that?
Do you know that? I asked the question first.
Yeah, the Soviet bloc's completely different to the Soviet Union.
Okay.
But you didn't remember that it was a Soviet bloc.
Okay, that's not what we're talking about now. What do you think about Bulgarian women?
It was at that point that he stopped to think about the course his life had taken up until that moment, and to strongly consider the next words to come out of his mouth.
What kind of a question is that?
A fair question to a man who likes women.
Okay. Bulgarian women, yeah. I've got the most beautiful one here, and that's all we need to know.
Okay. Don't shake too much, okay?
No, Bulgarian women, they're quite beautiful, in general, you know. The artists as well. I've been indulging in a little bit of Bulgarian music.
Okay.
Maria Ilieva.
Okay.
Yeah, she's quite pretty, you know.
So should I show you the models and the sports women as well?
Do you have plenty of them?
Of course, like any other country.
Yeah, okay. No, I'm fine with the lady I've got here.
Okay. You mentioned that you like Bulgarian women, and as an example you gave Bulgarian singers. So now I'm gonna ask you to sing some of your favorite Bulgarian songs.
Okay, first of all, first rule of entrapment, I didn't say I like Bulgarian women. You said, what do you think about Bulgarian women? And I said, yeah, they're...
So you don't like Bulgarian women?
Do you like... What do you mean?
Why are you even saying that? You obviously like Bulgarian women. I didn't say anything wrong.
Yeah, but I like... Then you can just say, like, German women and French women.
Do you listen to German music all the time? Do you have a playlist on your YouTube channel?
No.
Okay, there you go.
But...
Anyway, sing.
Sing?
1, 2, 3. Come on. Three Bulgarian songs. You can do one Bulgarian song. So, because we're doing 3 meals, so let's do one at least Bulgarian song of the ones you like.
Okay, where's my phone? Okay, I do know one song. Let me see. Искам място и време за тебе и за мене. Ти ми направи това, ти ми направи така. Заради тебе направих и себе свободата ба.
What is your best memory of Bulgaria so far?
It would have to be Christmas times.
Okay.
I love spending Christmas in Bulgaria, especially with your family.
Thank you.
With all the spread of food that they put out, and it's cold as well, but it's cold in a nice romantic Christmassy way.
The food is cold.
The country's cold.
Oh, okay. Wait, you were talking about the food, and then you were like, I don't want, people to think that it's all only cold food and we don't own, stoves and microwaves.
Pechka.
Okay.
Another word.
Ovens. Yeah.
Ovens, yeah. No, it was it's Christmas time. But last Christmas was really nice.
Okay.
I got a chance to see your whole family dancing, which I don't think I've seen them all dancing before like that.
Do you remember the name of the dance that we were doing?
No, I don't remember the name of the dance that you were
doing.
Starts
with huh? You mistake it with the word for people.
Hora?
That's people.
Okay, so horazi?
Horo.
Okay. And that's the name of the dance?
Yeah, it's like the type of dance when you're all holding hands and dancing to a traditional Bulgarian music.
Okay. Is it something you learn when you grow up then?
Yeah, you learn a little bit at school. Like you have as part of PE compulsory some of the horas. Hora.
Hori?
Hora, it's hora actually. It's the same as hora, but it's hora, so whatever you put the apostrophe in. Anyway, we're not having a Bulgarian lesson, but you would learn some of them during PE, and then loads of people just learn it with their family, or you know, some people go to proper dance classes. You gonna learn it one day?
Did we do it on our wedding? Didn't I learn it for the wedding? Is that not
You
good enough?
didn't
Is that
learn it.
not good enough?
You didn't learn it, you were just
Just did.
following the people?
I went to lessons here in the UK.
Oh, yes,
You see,
did.
you do these things for your wife.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And
I
they
forgot.
don't remember them. And it's like,
Stop
what's the
it.
point?
I'm sorry.
Men make all this effort for their wives. They, learn the dances of their countries. They learn the languages. They learn to cook. They do all these things, and it's like they just don't remember.
And the wives don't do anything, yeah?
No one said that.
Well, don't say it like that. Anyway, you've been learning Bulgarian for like 7 years.
And
Yeah, well, it's not like really like you know the language, and it's nice that you haven't given up and stuff. But you don't know the language yet.
okay.
Well, I appreciate everything you know, okay? I don't wanna... Okay.
Oh, and also, why is it written Blagodaria? But when you say it's Bulgaria, there's no blug, it's blag, isn't it?
It's just because the way one thing is written doesn't mean that that's how it's pronounced. I'm sure there's a lot of words in English that I can't think of at the moment.
No, but the one thing that I loved about the Bulgarian language, especially when learning Cyrillic, is that it's so easy compared to English. So you read a word, and the way you read it is exactly the way it sounds.
No, with all words. It's the same in English. Like, Leicester is not pronounced Leicester or something like this. Or Worcester is Worcester. You know, like, it's not the same. There's different words. I know I just thought of names, but there are different words that you don't... It's with every... I'm sure it's like this with every language.
Yeah, but my point was, with the Bulgarian language, when you read words, there are no hidden sounds.
There's no hidden sounds, you just pronounce it in a different way. It's written with A, but you hear it with A when you pronounce it.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, will you please?
Благодаря.
Господин.
What?
Господин. You
Mis-
sound like a господин here.
Right.
Like a
Thanks.
very serious man.
Благодаря.
Okay, next question.
Благодаря. Благодаря.
Do you have an off button?
Okay, next question.
Next question. Have you had actually any negative experiences in Bulgaria?
Do you know what? Not as many as I would have expected, as bad as that sounds. Before I met you, I used to hang around with this guy, and I wanted to go to Poland. And he said to me, no, I wouldn't go there if I were you, because they're very, very negative towards black people. So I guess from that point onwards, I was always very afraid to go to anywhere that was Eastern Europe. But even from what the media says, when you go there, people really don't bother you as much as you would expect them to, being someone from another nation. Fair enough, you do get people staring at you and whatnot, but
Like the Baptists.
like the Baptists. But most of the outright racism that I have experienced is online or on our YouTube channel through people who are behind the computer and their name is something like X1233 boo boo, and they're there saying their racist comments. Oh, there was the one time when we were in Bulgaria, and we were by the National Museum, was it?
National Palace of Culture.
National-
Andika.
Andika. We were by Andika, and I remember there was these two lads and one girl, and they looked like they were straight from the set of American History X, and they had this dog on the leash, and as they were walking towards us, I could just tell that there was a sort of different energy about them. So I just walked passed, and then one of the guys shouted to his dog, was it drush, 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 in his accent, drush, drush. Is that good?
Yeah.
Bulgaria. So, yeah, and so it was only afterwards you told me that he was telling his dog to go and get me, which I felt honoured that he wanted his dog to be my friend. But I think, to memory, that's the only negative experience that I have had, apart from the odd stare here and there.
Yeah. Which is, I mean, we got stares in China, so every country. Were you nervous before you met my family? And if you were, was there any particular member of the family that you were most nervous about?
Do you know, when I first met your family, at that time I don't think I realised, or I don't think I appreciated the significance of what that moment was.
Okay.
Because it was very, like I said, I went over and to surprise you, and I actually didn't expect to meet your family that time. And so when I did meet your family, or when I did meet your mum, it was more like oh, by the way, my mum's coming today. Do you wanna say hi, kind of thing. It wasn't something that was planned. Like in the movies when
big family dinner.
And they plan it and they put their suit on and it's been planned for weeks, and then they go there, knock the front door with a bottle of wine. It wasn't like that. It's just a very informal meeting that we had. So I didn't have the chance to be nervous to meet her.
And she did take you to for a mountain trek and brought you some homemade banica, didn't she?
Yeah, bless her. She was great. But who I was nervous to meet, I think, would have been your grandparents.
Okay.
Simply because I'm guessing, or I was just thinking that generation may have preconceived ideas of what I may be like.
Yeah.
So,
I probably would be as well if I was you.
Yeah, so I was a bit nervous to meet them.
So, can you think of 3 Bulgarian meals or types of food that you would happily eat every day for the rest of your life, if you have to?
I love your moussaka. It's nice. When I thought, Bulgaria. I can never get the D out. It's always Bulgaria. It's like the name Radi. I can never say Radi.
Yeah, you're saying it now.
I always find it hard to roll the R properly. Radi. She's a great lady, by the way.
She is.
Anyway, moussaka was nice. I never forget the way how you always used to throw away the liquid when you make the moussaka.
Yeah.
I mean, that's, if you know how to make moussaka like Jenny does, there's always like what is it called?
Well, he calls it the soup, but you call it the soup, but it's not the soup. It's like, obviously not everyone cooks moussaka the same way, but before I put everything in the oven, I mix the vegetables and the mince in, and whilst I boil the potatoes for a bit, so that juice or whatever liquid that is left from boiling everything together, he thinks that it's a very nice soup, and I think it's something
throw it straight down the drain.
Yeah,
it's an amazing starter. You can have that with a loaf, with a slice of bread or something.
Number 2.
I like how you make your banitsa.
Thank you.
Which apparently isn't the traditional way. Your mum calls you a fake Bulgarian for making it like that.
No, just okay. So I use a filo pastry, which is different than the normal pastry, but the ingredients and the method of preparing it is the same. So my mom doesn't know anything about banitsa. My banitsa is the best.
You put ham in yours sometimes, don't you, as well?
Sometimes, but don't have to say all these things. Since you're trying to keep it that it's like traditional Bulgarian.
Yeah, traditional Bulgarian banitsa. And I like your salads as well.
Yes, I like them
even
too.
though you don't make them traditionally Bulgarian as well.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, we eat a lot of salad in Bulgaria, so the fact that you and I have it as a main is enough, because I don't know many other countries that have eat so much salad with every main or before every main and have it in every restaurant. In the UK, most of the pubs would offer 1 or 2 salads, which is like an alternative, and it's for people that I think that are usually on a diet or can't eat meat, but it's not a big part of the menu ever. So that was rather entertaining for me. Overall, you love Bulgaria, right?
Bulgaria is the best country in the world.
Woohoo!
Why do I keep saying deprevi? Zari di
Why
tebe.
do you close your eyes? It's very funny.
Because I'm trying to
You
remember
feel
the
it.
words. I'm trying to remember. Zari di.
To the persona.
It's how I remember the words. I can see them.
Sorry, go on.
I can read them
It's
in my
very
head.
fun. Continue. Does you have cat hair?
Nope, it's gone.